April 5th, AD 33. Finally, we arrive at Easter Sunday. Jesus gloriously, triumphantly rises from the dead, not only on the first day of the week, but really on the first day of the new creation. As we read the gospel accounts, we see that it's the women, followers of Jesus, who discover the empty tomb, then run to tell the rest of the disciples. But what is the significance of this? That it was women who were the first to discover the tomb and to be the eyewitnesses of the resurrection. So as this week draws to a close, it's worth stepping back and asking, what can we learn about God's sovereign and eternal plan as we watch Him orchestrating not only this week, but really all of eternity for our good and for His glory?
The women who observed the location of the tomb, according to the Gospels, planned to return to the tomb on the Sunday to finish the preparation of Jesus' body.
This is interesting historically because the testimony of women at that time was not considered very dependable. It was not usually considered a firm basis for a legal charge, for instance, at that time. So the fact that our Gospels are unanimous in including the women as primary witnesses to the resurrection of Jesus strongly suggests the historicity of that particular moment. If the Gospel writers had wanted to commend Jesus' resurrection after the fact, they would have made some Roman officials, perhaps, the ones who discovered the empty tomb, or they would have had at least the male disciples be the ones who were the witnesses. The fact, again, that our Gospels talk about the women as the witnesses is just one of those many little items that suggests what we have in our Gospels is not something fabricated after the fact to explain the empty tomb. It's actually the way things happened on that original Easter morning.
Many liberal scholars have actually argued that Jesus was just a Jewish prophet, an apocalyptic prophet who was deluded about his own greatness and who was ambushed by one of his followers, Judas, and then ended up crucified. It's probably nowhere clearer than in the Gospel of John, who goes to great lengths to show that everything that happened to Jesus, especially in the final week, happened both according to God's predestined, foreknown plan, and also with the full knowledge of and anticipation of Jesus himself. So I think that's very, very important even for our salvation, ultimately. He was buried and then rose for us according to the Scriptures. It's the culmination point of God's history with His people, and it's also the heart of the gospel. The Gospels show that the crucifixion and the resurrection were very much not plan B, but God's way of providing redemption for humanity.